I snitched on my emotionally abusive fiancé to his own mother. She gave him a long lecture and now he's pissy. My fiancé was injured over a month ago and had surgery to correct things literally 2 days after the accident. I have been by his side the entire time. I have more or less become his caregiver. In the last month I have taken over the role of keeping our house together. I cook all the meals. I take care of the pets. I stay up all night to tend to his endless needs. I take him to the bathroom. I have been working remotely. I haven't left the house for more than an hour since the accident, aside from taking him to and from appointments. I am not saying this to complain, I am grateful that my life allows for me to support him the way I have. My problem is his attitude. He was given very strong painkillers for the first 2 weeks after surgery. He had to extend his time on them and recently stopped taking them in the last week. When he was taking them, he thanked me, told me how much he loved me, and apologized at every step, though he didn't need to. Without the meds, he doesn't seem to see that I am helping him. Every dish I bring him is the wrong one, he will yell for me, and when I come he will tell me to F off if he's in pain. He expects me to fix it. I am exhausted. I can't do anything right and it is wearing on me. I haven't slept in weeks. I haven't seen a friend or family member in way too long. I can't even be on the phone for more than 10 minutes without it being an issue. After days of what turned into verbal abuse, I called my mother-in-law. I told her everything as soon as I saw he was asleep. I cried for about 15 minutes. I felt terrible unloading on her like that, but I had so much built-up frustration I just couldn't stop. She was very supportive on the phone, let me know I wasn't wrong to feel like that, and let me cry. After hearing everything she was furious and ended our call to talk to her son. She tore him a new butthole. I heard him trying to defend himself through the door, but it was mostly just stammering. She flew up yesterday and put me up in a nice hotel. I haven't heard much from my fiancé since I left, but as I was leaving he was yelling at me for calling his mom. He said he didn't want to marry someone who couldn't be there for him in sickness. I told him I loved him and I was sorry, I am just so tired. He didn't care and just told me to go, and his mom could do a better job for him than I ever could. So now I'm on my way to a nice hotel room, feeling like a major ah. I need to know if I am wrong here. I snitched on my emotionally abusive fiancé to his own mother. I went home 2 days after posting. Things were sad. My mother-in-law had cleaned, but the energy in the house was a bummer. The first thing he said to me when I got back was, "I'm glad you're back, can you make me a snack?" There was no apology, no accountability, just a task. He only talked to me when he needed something. His attitude was worsening. My mother-in-law took the rest of the prescribed substances, so I knew he wasn't using. The weekend following the mother-in-law debacle, my wonderful fiancé told me he had friends coming to stay for the weekend. 2-hour heads up. Didn't ask. I sighed and made up the guest room. His friend and his girlfriend's girlfriend came to stay. During the stay my fiancé bought me flowers, got out of bed daily, took me out, and let me call my parents unsupervised. The day they left he was back to bed with a crappy attitude. I wish I could say I am in my own apartment with my pets and a bottle of rosé that's just for me. Or with my girlfriends that I haven't seen in months. Unfortunately, I'm writing this on the couch while I listen to the music that are his endless demands. However, I do have a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm scared to leave him in person, but he's leaving the country for a month in April. My sister lives abroad and I'm working on getting to her during that month. It's a process, especially with pets. I look forward to getting there. My mother hasn't spoken to me since I told her I was returning the ring, because that's not what we do, we clean our messes. But I have my father's unwavering support. I'll miss my mother-in-law, but I deserve that kindness and understanding from my partner, not his mother. I have stopped forcing myself to find joy in his presence, and it's helping to fuel my drive to get out of here. I'm going to get the hell out now.